The Yala Provincial People's Committee held an early year briefing meeting this morning to review the implementation of tasks before, during, and after Lunar New Year, the Horse 2026. Report at the meeting showed that during the holiday, the province ensured the residents enjoy a joyful, safe, and economical Tet. Social welfare remained a highlight, with more than 80.5 billion VND allocated for Tet support. Over 60,000 gift packages were presented to people with meritorious services, with more than 57,500 poor and near-poor households received assistance. In addition, 1,477 tons of natural reserve rice were distributed in a timely manner, ensuring no households faced food shortages. The goods market remained stable, with total reserves exceeding 29.4 trillion VND and no shortages or abnormal price hikes records. Tourism saw strong growth, welcoming around 848,000 visitors and generating an estimated 900 billion VND in revenue. Social order and safety were maintained, with traffic accidents decreasing in both number of cases and injuries. Early year economic indicators posted positive results. The industrial production index in January rose by over 16%. Stable budget revenue reached more than 7.25 trillion VND. Agricultural and fishery production remained stable, and over 93% of workers had returned to work after the holiday. In his remarks, Mr. Thai Dai Ngọc, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, called for continued efforts to safeguard national defense and security, improve the quality of tourism services, accelerate digital transformation, and make thorough preparations for upcoming elections. Implementing these directions, Pham Anh Tuấn, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, urged departments and localities to get to work immediately, tighten administrative discipline, speed up key projects, and create strong momentum for social-economic development from the very first months of 2026.
On the occasion of the Lunar New Year of the Horse 2026, this afternoon, Thai Dai Ngọc, member of the Party Central Committee and Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, visited and extended New Year greetings to the collective staff of Yalai newspaper and radio television. At the meeting, the Provincial Party Secretary inquired about and encouraged the unit's officials, journalists, reporters, editors, technicians, announcers, and employees. According to the report, during the Lunar New Year of the Horse 2026, the agency produced a wide range of special programs, news bulletins, and publications before, during, and after Tet across all four types of journalism: radio, television, print, and online, along with social media platforms. The content focused on highlighting the province's notable achievements in 2025, while also communicating development orientations and targets for 2026 and in the following years, spreading confidence, momentum, and aspiration for building a rapidly developing, sustainable, and cultural-rich Yalai. The agency is currently concentrating on finalizing the Convert newsroom project and implementing organizational restructuring and streamlining in line with the central and provincial directions. Speaking at the visit, Provincial Party Secretary Thai Dai Ngọc acknowledged and highly appreciated the unit's efforts in overcoming difficulties, stabilizing its organization after the merger, and continuing to affirm its role as the official voice of the party committee, authorities, and people of all ethnic groups in the province. He noted the agency's many high-quality journalistic works, which have contributed to serving local leadership and administration. Emphasizing the significant tasks ahead, he urged the agency to continue upholding the role of revolutionary journalism, closely follow central and provincial guidance, intensify communication efforts, and contribute to bringing the resolution of the 14th National Party Congress and the Provincial Party Congress resolutions into life. On the occasion of the New Year, the Provincial Party Secretary extended his best wishes to all officials, reporters and staff of Yala newspaper and radio television. He also agreed in principle with the implementation of the Convert Newsroom project and requested that it be finalized soon for submission to the Standing Board of the Provincial Party Committee for consideration and feedback.
This morning, Mr. Lam Hai-yang, Vice Chairman of the Yala Provincial People's Committee, visited and inspected operations at the Provincial Public Administration Service Center on the first working day after the Lunar New Year of the Horse 2026. From the start of the working day, the center ensured for staffing punctual attendance and professional conduct. Citizens were provided with attentive guidance with no congestions or delays reported. The working atmosphere was orderly and efficient, reflecting strong administrative discipline. In 2025, despite the heavy workload following the implementation of the two-tier local government model after administrative restructuring, the center maintained smooth operations. Administrative reform and digital transformation recorded positive results, including a reduction of processing time for 1,713 administrative procedures, equivalent to over 44%. Business registration certificates now issued within 3 hours, and a public service satisfaction index of 94.9 points, ranking third nationwide. At the inspection, Vice Chairman Lam Hai-yang commended the center's collective efforts and called for continued improvements in service quality in 2026, stronger application of information technology, streamlined procedures, and a people and business-centered approach as the key measure of performance.
Following the Lunar New Year holiday of the Year of the Horse 2026, residents and businesses across Yalai province have simultaneously resumed production and business activities today with vibrant momentum and strong determination, expressing high hopes for a successful year ahead. In the province's western coffee growing areas, farmers quickly returned to their fields and plantations. At the beginning of the dry season, water resources remain relatively abundant, creating favorable conditions for crop care. In recent years, stable coffee prices have provided additional motivation for farmers to confidently invest in the new production season. Lush green coffee gardens in full white bloom are raising expectation for a bumper harvest. Beyond agriculture, production activities at Jada Industrial Zone have also been bustling since the first days of the year. Many enterprises maintained operations throughout the Tet holiday or swiftly restarted their production lines. Inside factories, machines are running continuously as workers resume their familiar tasks, demonstrating a sense of urgency and strong commitment. Enterprises and workers are seizing opportunities from the very beginning of the year to build growth momentum and contribute to the province's socio-economic development goals. From fragrant coffee plantations in bloom to the steady rhythm of factory shifts, a dynamic economic picture is taking shape in the early days of spring. The renewed spring of emulation in labor and production is reinforcing confidence in a year of growth, development and breakthroughs for Yalai province.
In recent years, policy credit programs have become an important pillar, helping thousands of rural women across Yalai gain access to capital to create jobs, expand production, develop household businesses, and improve incomes. At the Hoa Nhung branch of Vietnam Bank for Social Policies, timely disbursement of preferential loans has delivered clear results in many localities. With access to policy credit, women members have confidently invested in production and business models suited to local conditions, gradually stabilizing their livelihoods. In Hoài Nhân Ward, a number of garment workshops and small-scale handicraft businesses run by women have been established and expanded thanks to policy loans. These models not only increase household income but also provide regular employment for dozens of local female workers, particularly disadvantaged women and those raising young children. To ensure loans reach the right beneficiaries and are used for the right purposes, the Hoài Nhân branch of Vietnam Bank for Social Policies has closely coordinated with the Vietnam Women's Union at ward level to promote preferential credit policies, facilitate loan procedures, and organize training courses on financial management and effective business development. To date, total outstanding loans managed by the Hoài Nhân branch have reached 368 billion VND, supporting more than 7,500 workers in accessing capital to create jobs and maintain or expand livelihoods. Policy credit not only helps rural women become economically self-reliant, but also plays a vital role in achieving sustainable poverty reduction and promoting local social economic development.